is Liana, and I'm here to inspire you and motivate you. So today I wanted to speak about positivity and negativity because this is something that there is everywhere. And it's not actually just positive and negative, it's the opposite of things. Because if you don't have summer, you wouldn't enjoy the winter. And if you didn't have the winter, you wouldn't enjoy the summer as much. It all depends where you are, what kind of mood you're in, or where you live. Because, like me, I live in the Northern Hemisphere. We have all 4 seasons, and I love summer because it's warm. I think it's more of my natural habitat, if I may say so. And but I do love winter. I love a real winter, and I mean like a lot of snow and snowstorm and all of that. I love it. I love that. I enjoy a lot the autumn because of the colors change and everything. But rain is not my thing. I mean, I love hearing the rain pour when I'm inside, but I wouldn't go out because I don't see the fun with it. I can, when it's raining for me, that's like cozy time. That's like being under a blanket in the couch and just enjoying it. But for someone that it's in Las Vegas or in somewhere in, very hot that they don't get so much rain, rain is fantastic. That's actually something that they look forward to. So this is the opposite of everything. If you have a lot of something, you might enjoy the opposite a while, right? And so on. So this is not only about being positive or negative, because it's more about that life consists of both things. It's the yin and the yang. It's the black and white. It's the, bright and dark. Everything consists of polarities. And it's so important to be aware of them, and when you're in the moment that you're not enjoying whatever the opposite might be, to actually just reflect on it and just like accept it, and then think, okay, if I wouldn't feel this way right now, I might not enjoy other moments as much. It's like, when you have like a sore throat, like a really, really sore throat, kind of like what I have right now. If you don't have that, you don't appreciate your throat as much. I mean, otherwise, because it's always like working and it doesn't hurt, and it's, it's just functioning as it should. But it's not until something happens that you actually reflect on it. And sometimes that could be a good thing, just to reflect on life, to reflect on the things that you have, to reflect on what should you be thankful for. Like I said, I have a very sore throat right now, and it just makes me thankful for the times when I'm actually mostly healthy, right? With the times when you get hurt, like in your finger or in your toe, and it really hurts, and every time you walk, you feel it. It's the same thing. I mean, if you don't realize what an amazing thing it is to have your feet until you actually, something has happened to them, or if until it hurts. And I think this is like the one thing that, the positive thing, if you want to look at that way, about having opposites, having polarities about things. Because if something didn't hurt, you wouldn't appreciate the other when it doesn't hurt. If you have gone through a heartbreak, you will then appreciate the next person so much more for the love that they give you. Sometimes we have to go through things to appreciate the next thing or what we have even more. So instead of this having to be a thing that something has to happen, or you have to just feel to get conscious about the opposite and to actually be thankful for what you already have, then it's much better just to think about, from the biggest to the smallest thing, what you're grateful for. Right? I mean, if you think about it, there's so many things that we can be grateful for without having the need to go the step farther to something has to happen to us for us to notice what we already have in this life, what we already have right now. Sometimes we do have to go through things to learn something, to grow as a person. And it's not easy always, I know. But to always think about this. I'm that kind of person that believes that things happen for a reason. And I think there's always some kind of lesson or something that you can learn of different situations. So instead of that lesson, instead of having something happening, write down what you're grateful for. Write down what that you have a full working body, that you have a brain and heart and everything that is working automatically without you even needing to think about it. Because isn't it great that you have this functioning motor everywhere, working, doing its thing, cleaning your body and protecting you from different things, and we never think that. I don't know, I'm not saying that you don't think that, but how often do you think about that? How often do you give thanks to your own body for everything that it's doing for you? Because it's amazing if you think about it, what a mechanism we have going on without even having to think about it. Right? So the whole point with this is just to think that there is always opposites to things. If you have something positive, you have something negative. If you have bright, you have dark. Sometimes the thing is that earlier I talked about what is it that you focus on. Is it positive and the negative? But that's very different, because that's something, where are you focusing and where do you put your mind into? But like I said, sometimes you need, life kind of gives you a reminder that, think about what you have, or just a reminder of how thankful you can be for so many things in your lives. I don't know how you feel sometimes, but when you get sick, and that's like when you have like the biggest urge to go out and like be physically trained and to go out to the gym or do whatever. Don't you feel that sometimes when you're like really sick, that's when you feel that you actually want to exercise the most? But once you actually get well, you don't have that urge as much. I don't know if it has happened to you, but I'm sure it does happen to me, because I've been like that the whole week, because just so it's just funny how we sometimes don't reflect on things until we are not able to, or until we get the opposite of what we are used to. So just not only be grateful for the opposite sometimes, because like I said, having the opposite sometimes actually brings you joy if you think about it in a way that, I am, after all, very grateful for my body, because I'm not usually sick. Or yes, I'm very grateful for I don't know, like this summer, it was really hot. And then when the rain came, it was like, this is fantastic because my my yard needed it. My flowers needed some water. And that was one time that, I really felt that this is great that it's raining because my garden really needs it. So not always see the negative as something negative or the opposite as something negative. See it, try to find the beauty and the lesson or the thankfulness or whatever it is, just to make it easier because things come and go. And like I said, sometimes it's just a way of life to make you reflect on what it is that you have, and just to be grateful for what you have right now, what is working, and all things that we take for granted. So you guys, I wish you all a great end of the weekend, and I see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.